For me, naturopathy is a natural way and a natural path of living. For me, it's very simple. It's like, we have right to live healthy. So the naturopathy is defined as we have right. It's our right to live healthy. That is what I define as. It's a simple. You should not take it as a big as a drugless. It is non-invasive drugless therapy. So definitely the nature is in a natural form. So anything which you take in a natural form is a naturopathy. Illness is depend upon an individual. Illness cannot be categorized or it cannot be generalized. Illness is an individual state of health. Okay, so if we are going as an larger area of illness, I think we should go on a individual base, like if we should make it simple. So illness is a part and parcel of a life of health, because health is about the immunity and illness is showing that you are living. So for me, we should not afraid of being ill, but I think we should work for getting cured. So it is correlated. When we are living, we cannot stop breathing, and when we cannot stop breathing, it has to live up, and when we are living up, the complications and obstacles has to come, and when it come, I think that is illness. If you call that is illness, and to cover the illness we have a cure, we have a strategy. So that is how it is. When a person is having a disease, definitely at that point of view, the first treatment people has to take for the survival is the medicine. Once you take medicine, you come out of your basic, because once if you met with an accident, you cannot go for naturopathy. When you need a blood, you cannot take a water. So we should be very open-minded, not constrained about naturopathy or allopathy. Any science which is helping a human being is a good science. So medicine has its own values, naturopathy has its own value. If you don't fall sick, you don't go to medicine. So the first difference is that we can make a difference to the human being. Medicine is making allowing people to make a difference to the human being. Maybe I can keep it that way, because when you are going through some diseases and some serious problem, the people have more faith over the medicine, because that is the truth. We have to accept it. Like even other area in the world, naturopathy is taking as the natural way of living, so it is no need to have a knowledge about it. That's how the naturopathy is not getting recognized so fast, though it is one of the science. Like medicine has an evidence, medicine has a proof, medicine has a biotechnology and the research in all the area. They are going to the cellular level, they are making, so we cannot make that effort zero by that telling that medicine is creating a problem in the body. It does, but the naturopathy is there to balance it. So this is incorporated. Once you take a first aid, after taking a first aid, you have to come out of the side effect, so you take a natural way of healing, right? So I think that is a practical view. Both the science, all the science are integrated science. We should not constrain about practicing anyone. Everybody has his own plate and they have to eat what they have. Ayurveda is into the second form of naturopathy. Ayurveda is not providing the natural form of treatment. They are giving them I can say that integrated medicines with the naturopathy. Naturopathy is the natural. If you are having a spinach, you are having it in the raw form. Okay, you are having it in the way nature gives to you, but Ayurveda processed it. Okay, the conjunctions are more. They use the powder formations, they use the conjunctions, they use the other system, they use the panchkarma. Right now, panchkarma is also into that the naturopathy is also doing panchkarma and Ayurveda is also doing panchkarma. So that comes into some similarity. Difference is only that they process, we don't process. There is only one similarity and one difference. during my pregnancy. I always keep learning. So naturopathy, you know, when I was doing my research, I was reading as a book, what is it? You know, all is about, what is about. I didn't know that time that it is going to be my main field. I really didn't know. So I was just reading it, and I was taking all the small training programs and all that. I was taking it. During that process, I got pregnant, I conceived, and then I gave a birth to my son. My son was initially fine, but you know, after 5-6 months he was showing lots of allergic issues, and he was lactose intolerant, so he couldn't feed my milk also. So there are lots of, you know, allergy, all now and then it used to arise, and he is on the verge of getting bronchitis or an asthma, I could say. So, you know, doctor has said to prescribe an steroid for my son. That time he was just 8-9 months old. So, you know, I decided that time that what kind of life I am looking forward for my son. And as a researcher, you know, I always knew that the environment, carbon and the other pollutants are not going to make my son favorably happy, you know, to breathe also if I am giving steroid right now. So I decided, and you know, in India it's not easy. You know, to family, we have to incorporate family to take some decisions. So, you know, I tell my husband, I don't want to give my son steroid. And he used to had a 104 fever, 3 fever, 5 fever, you know, and a whole night we used to take it in hand and we used to sit. And you know, we used to give the wrapping system, that hydrotherapy and all that to reduce the fever. But you know, as I said, that time you need a medicine when it is going chronic. So then I said, doctor, that I don't want any medicine which is making my child you know, get addicted to it or get immune to it. So no steroid. I will start giving some cough medicine syrup, but no steroid. So my pediatric was very, very good. So you know, he said, Desai, I agree to you, but do you have a faith in what you are talking? Well, I have complete faith. I have a faith in nature, and I think I will be doing it. So, you know, that time I made a 1-minute program for my child. You know, I used to give a basil leaf. I used to boil basil leaf and I used to give her to drink. I used to boil some rice and I used to give her water of rice, because, you know, conjunctions also make allergic to my child. So I made the program, and within 6 months, I could see my child was out of 80 allergy out of 110. And I can see the health was improving. And you know, the same time I have seen in my around area the people who are suffering same way. So a very near person of around in our society, you know, her child is also with my child same, and he expired at the age of 7 because he collapsed his immunity. You know, we used to follow the same doctor. So you know, I used to tell her, don't, you know, that was the clear condition to me. She gave medicine, I didn't give medicine. Okay, my son is right now 17-year-old. He's an athlete, he's a football player. I want everybody to be happy. When I look at my child, I always miss that child. Believe me, it gives me, that time, you know, you won't believe, I never thought of doing research, because how will I prove it that I didn't thought it? What I did, that how will I prove? What is the diet I have given, how will I prove? Then, you know, when this child died, and I have seen the pain, I said, for what reason he died? Because my child was going through the same condition and he survived, and why he couldn't survive? He couldn't survive because he was on rigorous medication. You know, end of when he was going through the lung infection, more than you know, they have really struggled a lot. The parents have, and they are simple parents. It's not that they are good and I'm good and they are not good. It's not about that. It's about the being parents, you know, we care for our child, and that time what do we feel the best we will do. It is allopathy, it is Ayurveda or whatever. It is a natural emotions of the parents. So, you know, it's nothing like that. But then I thought that, you know, arguing or fighting, in spite of that, why can't I develop this? You know, which will enhance the children's ability. And from there my struggle started. And you know, I did a diploma legally to do it, because I knew it as I was in MSc, Masters of Research Science. So I knew that to prove something you need something. So, you know, I did naturopathy for 3 years. I took a training in different institute over a period of time. Then I did psychology too, because when I did naturopathy, I understood without psychology it is very difficult for me to incorporate the whole thing. So Then I did psychology for 4 years, and there I was with my title Psychophysiological Aspects and Effects on Children for the Respiratory System, age group 5 to 12 years, positively linked to global warming. And the moment I made a title and I submitted to the university, and my again struggle started, that this is a very big data, psychological aspects and physiological aspects, how will you do this, and effect on respiratory system. Respiratory system is a very wide area, you need to constrain that. I said no way, because this is the only way of complete concept of naturopathy I can inculcate into the people. So I did not compromise with that, and I stick to my title. Then they said, why positively global warming? Here again the second issue came. I said, global warming, what is global warming? It's real environment, conditions, right? And we have given the term to global warming. But global warming is because we human are changing the environment, but we are not changing ourselves. We have abused the environment, so we are clearing it. But when we made a mistake, what our children are suffering, what we are doing for them now. So, I haven't found anything concrete been doing in world somewhere for the children. Concrete not in a medical term, concrete in a simpler way, concrete in a natural way, concrete in a way where our children could survive in simple way. They have all the right. Why do they suffer? I don't understand. If they have a genetical factor, I understand. If they have some accident, I understand. If they have medical deformities, I understand. What about those people who are normal? What about those people who are malnutrition? What about those people who are multi-deficient? These are the cases which can be improved. So what is the way of improvising them? Medicine? No. So improvising them, I think, is the best is naturopathy. So naturopathy allows people to live in the simpler way their life and to merge with the environment. So again then they agreed it and they approved that yes, it is positive. It is positive if we make a difference to it. And there I have started, I have submitted my project, I have submitted my research abstract, it got approval, and then I did my whole research on 1,000 children in MKES school, which is British Council based, international. And you won't believe, I have from the beginning, I had in my mind that in India, in Sanskrit, we say Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It means the world is my family. If I have think only about India, believe me, I will not come out with the good thing which I wanted to. So, and here the research which I did, it has the simple nutritional diet habit, yoga and pranayam, right? I have invented a pranayam. I have invented a new theory of pranayam, and I have patented that system. So, these three together, state-wise, country-wise, climate-wise, can be different in other countries. But this system can be applied according to the climate, according to the vegetation you have, according to the vegetables you get around seasonal, right? So, it's simple. It's not controversial that in India you can do it, in France we can't do it. When the question come in research, where will you do the research? Which area will you do the research? Okay, what you are considering, what kind of society you are focusing. So, there I feel, sir, I will be going for the school. Said, my God, will you get the approval for the school? Yes, I will work for that. It's my work to get the approval from the school and the management. And, I have given several presentations to just allow me to do the thing in the school. 1,000 children, it was not a small thing. And I need a CBC for that. Because without hemoglobin, I cannot prove them that yes, my diet is working. My center name is Complete Concept Counseling Center. It is C4 for you. Okay, so C4 for your service, and that is located at India in Mumbai. Actually, when it comes to the child, I train parents for their lifestyle in the house. So, they don't create a dependence on the physicians. Indirectly, we are not here to earn money, we are here to help the people. So, you charge one time, but then you give them their independence. You don't create a dependence when you're practicing something. This is the reality. We want people to come to us more and more and more, but we don't understand there are so huge people around. We shouldn't be insecure about practically practicing condition. Number one, I would say hygiene. It's very, very important. Washing your hand, or brushing your tooth. These are the simple way. Every human being doing it. If we do this, 30% you have reduced your disease. Okay, problems. Second, now I will give you the 100% solution. Okay, 30% is definitely it's an hygiene. The water you drink, from where you put your hand, and where you eat. That is biggest thing. Next 30% is your day-to-day drinking water habit, having salads, having soup, and making a lifestyle that out of 7 days, I will go once a day, once in 7 days to hotel to eat outside. And if I eat outside, how do I balance next day? I have drunk something, I had pizza, I've enjoyed my life today. I had full blast today. Then they can go for fasting for a day. They can balance the system, right? They can be on water or a coconut water for a day, and they can, and then even seasonal wise, if I tell you something, a general diet, a simple way, they have to follow according to their environment and the condition, a climatic condition in the your country. Like I was in London. What happened in London? There is a 6 month. It's cold. It's extreme climate. When it is hot, it is too hot. When it is cold, too cold. What is happening? The children or the people are not able to adapt fast from cold to hot or from hot to cold. Right? Even in Paris, if we are here from 3 days, I think when I came on the 4th, it was too hot. I think go for the simpler way of life. Go for drinking when it is cold. Have more water. Have the raw juices. Drink the salad. Eat the salads. And no spicy food, because that will create the acidosis in your body. So when you find the climate have changed, go for the simple alkaline food. And if you find this climate is stable, that time you can enjoy a little bit, because you cannot follow the restricted diet always. But the simple tip I would say that see around seasonal fruit, seasonal vegetable. Don't go for the frozen item. It's my request. No more breads, because I think European country I've been to, they are eating every day bread, and bread has a preservation, bread has a fermentation. How much fermentation you are eating, and what is the meaning of fermentation? So I would humbly request them that when you are eating something, opt out that out of 8 days I will not eat bread for 3 days, which you can avoid easily. Don't force, but try to avoid things which you can. Aerated drink, please avoid it. And if your mind demands it, because you are used to it, you get addicted to it. You want to eat, you want to have a Coke, you want to have something, you want to have something. So that don't restrict, but try to control over it over a period of time. So try to make habit that out of 8 days, 7 days, you make a 5 days for your life, and 2 days you enjoy. We have a right to live healthy. So please have a consumer-free lifestyle, and consumer-free lifestyle is not difficult. You just have to open your eyes and look around you that what is consumer-free you have. Just make a list out of it in your house, what you are eating every day, how much consumer product you are having, how much things which you are making by yourself in the house. And I would like to address today's parents. Please take care of your children, their health. That is what you can give it to your child. That is what you can give it to the world. That is what you can give one healthy child to your society. Because if the child is not healthy, the mind is not going to support him to do the bigger thing, the better thing. Even it will not allow a child to be a good human being, and that is our fault. It's not. If the criminal area is growing, is somewhere, we are responsible for not inculcating the right condition and the right lifestyle in the childhood. Okay, because once they are grown up, then there are many things which come up. So right now, every parents of the world, it's my request to you, take care of your children. Please be conscious about one human being which you have given birth to. We are responsible for our society, our generation, our being human. So I think take care.